Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Dumb Individually, a show where me, Jaxon, the host, and my
Dylan,
best friend, Dylan, the co-host, remind each other that no matter how smart we may seem, we are dumb individually. So, as a starter for today, I'd like to start off with some small talk. It has been not very long since the last recording, actually. I think it's been
a day.
No, we recorded
Thursday.
No, yeah, we recorded it's been Thursday. 2 days since our last recording. So this episode's probably releasing the same day, considering everything. But what happened in the past 2 days, Dylan?
Not so much. I don't remember very well, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me, not very much has happened either, but do I have the thing by me right now? I do not, and I'm too lazy to stand up and go get it, so.
What are you getting?
Oh, I was just gonna play the lightsaber sound, because I have it with me at the moment. But, screw it, I'm standing up. Give me a second.
I feel it's a little strange that you say you'd like to start off with some small talk instead of just starting off with some small talk.
Yeah, I said starting off with some small talk. Here it is. It's definitely able to be heard from there.
Mm-hmm. Now, don't complain if it doesn't sound like a real lightsaber.
Yeah, don't complain, because audio, that's just your microphone. It's just the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. This isn't the microphones we're planning on using in the future, but this is definitely a microphone we will use for a little bit.
It's not a bad microphone.
It's not bad at all, actually.
Pretty good. It's got a nice gold ring around it, which feels
really
nice.
Went through several recording tests over and over to actually find a good volume until I realized, just barely in my brain, that doesn't matter because you can turn the volume down on your device. Which, thank you for following on the device. And if you haven't followed yet, go follow, please. We need followers.
Yes.
We need as many as possible.
But only follow on a device. Don't follow in person.
Please don't follow in person. Unless you're trying to talk to me. Speak to me. And then leave. But otherwise, follow on Spotify, which is currently the only thing we're on.
Hopefully.
So obviously you're listening on Spotify. That's proof I have cameras on you. You're listening to this on Spotify. But
this microphone is very loud, or records very. What's it called?
Very well. It's very sensitive.
What's the thing called?
Oh, what thing called?
When we were testing it, you were.
Oh, the gain.
The gain, yes, the gain.
Yeah, it records. It's a very sensitive mic, so you're probably gonna hear some background noises. So I'm just gonna input some non-copyrighted background music right here. This episode, Dylan freaks out, Jack arrives late, and Jaxon gets sore from laughing. Lightsabers to bread bowls, you're listening to Dumb Individually. Unless, of course, I was a little bit too lazy to put in audio there. But I doubt I was. Only, the future will be able to tell. But, again, I doubt it. And if future Jaxon is listening to this without having put music in there, shame on you, and me, and we, and both of us, and Dylan.
Hey, come on. I didn't put the music in, so...
I know, you didn't do any of the editing. That's all me. But, anything else happen recently in your life?
I got pregnant.
Oh, wow, really? Are you a seahorse now? You're giving me, the weirdest death stare that the viewers can't see. Or not viewers. So let me paint you a picture. Take your eyebrows, put them down. Look disappointedly at the phone. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you direct them, tell them what...
No. How dare they give me that look? How dare they? I put in work for this. And you dare look at me with that disappointed look. Shame. Shame on you. Anyways.
Can't be.
I'm not
viewers that way, Jaxon.
I don't care. Thank you for listening to this. Be sure to, since this is probably maxing out, at the moment at least, as of recording the last episode, has a good amount of listens. I mean, I looked at the stats. If I say the exact number, it's probably going to change within the next few days. So
It's going to be disappointing, but actually not that disappointing because we only started.
yeah, because
2
we
days
just
ago.
started like 2 days ago. So
And we only told 10 people, so
yeah, well, around there.
well,
So
9 people.
yeah, I actually told more people about it. But like, make sure you tell your friends about it if you like the podcast. Please, I need help to grow. So yes, just tell your if you like it. Make sure you favorite follow us and give us the 5-star rating or whatever you feel like. Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah, the programming likes that stuff.
But additionally, at the bottom of each episode, I'm holding a poll, and it may have a reason and it may not have a reason. I'll tell you what the last poll was later. I'll get to that later.
Could
but first,
build up to stuff.
it
too.
could build up to something. Maybe the last poll was meaningful. Maybe your vote actually mattered this episode. Wouldn't that be something? But I will get to that later. For now, though, since we did the favorite color thing last time, I'm trying to think of another very basic, generic, get-to-know-you question.
Favorite sign?
How about favorite, like, artist?
Artist.
Favorite musical artist?
Musical artist. All right, you go first.
No. Oh, yeah, you did go first last time, so I guess I go first.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite musical artist has got to be a mix of... It's either Shawn Mendes, which I know is definitely up there, like, number one, probably. Or, I want to say, possibly Deadmau5. I do like a lot of his stuff. He's definitely in my top 10.
Well, with me, I listen to a very wide variety of music, but
Yeah,
it's probably Alabama or Creedence Clearwater Revival. Very good bands.
Nice. I'll have to give them a listen. Anywho.
It's classic rap and country.
I know. I'll give it a listen. All right.
All right.
All right. So, now for the episode to begin. Are you ready?
I am.
Good. All right. Let me pull up the topic here. All right, I have it. The topic for this episode is, well, it's going to change quite a bit throughout the episode, but right now,
It's French fries.
yes, let's start off with French fries. What is the best kind of French fry? We are going to determine that because we are absolutely experts on this topic. Please do not actually take advice from us. We are not experts on this topic. But we are totally experts on this topic, and we are going to determine the best fry on several categories, which will be revealed in the future. Starting off with the basic few. Also, McDonald's fries do not count.
Yeah.
They are disqualified. Not because they did anything bad, but just because the way they're made is actually different than the rest of the other fries. They use beef flavoring, so it's disqualified from this competition due to a change in the way it's made. I mean, obviously everyone makes it differently, but they do something explicitly unique, I should say. Not to say other places don't, but they just would have crushed the competition anyways. We're trying to do a fair competition here, a good discussion. So please don't yell at me. Anywho.
So Jackson.
So we're going to start up. Oh, what? I accidentally interrupted you. What's up? Oh, okay. The several basic fry cuts. There is standard cut. There is steak fries. Waffle fries.
There's the skin fries. Where the fries just have skin on them.
Oh yeah, like I guess unskinned fries, yeah.
And
then there's curly fries. And then there's crinkle cut fries.
And then there's also English chips, which are technically in the category, I would say.
I guess they're technically in the category.
Because they are fried potatoes. Fried.
Those, I'm not going to put them into the competition, but I am going to give them an honorary mention. English chips, good job. Anywho, to the actual fry section, what do you think what is your personal opinion on the standard cut fry? Standard cut fry,
I like it a lot. It goes good with a lot of things, but sometimes it is just a little too basic, you know?
Yeah, it's a little basic. Sometimes, and it is really good, but sometimes it's also easy to mess up. with like in the one package, it can be very easy to either overcook or undercook. I mean, I'm not a professional cook, but that's what I've noticed.
It also depends on standard cut, the way that they're cooked. Some places, like McDonald's, just for example, they cook them for a period of time where they get fried, but it's barely got into the fried skin.
Yeah, and they also do the flavoring as well, with beef flavoring. Fun fact, they use beef flavoring.
Yes.
Do with that information what you will.
And then for an opposing example, In-N-Out, where they fried a little bit longer, making it a little bit of a thicker, like more fried than, say, McDonald's one, making them appear and taste different.
Yeah.
Even though they're both standard cut.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there is a lot of variability in that one, so it's probably not the most reliable when you're talking about, like, best fry, because there's just so many, like, there's a huge spectrum on how that one cut of fry can, like, be made. So in terms of reliability, I would say it's not, like, the best, but in terms, like, because, you know, if you want something very consistent, it's not the best. But that doesn't mean it's a bad fry. I'm just saying.
Typically, most places do it pretty good.
Yeah, typically they do it pretty good, but it's different each place. So if you want just something that is the same every time, probably not standard cut, just because it changes a lot. And also, another thing I noticed with standard cut, they are not easily reheated. When you try reheating standard cut, they turn into packing peanuts.
Or like a store-bought, you know, like some restaurants package them and sell them to like Walmart, and so they can retail and sell them to the public. They're still not that good, just like a recooked.
Precisely, yeah. And even in air fryers, like even they have limits. And like I have one. It works very good for fries. Absolutely, it's amazing. But sometimes it's not the same. When you get fries from a restaurant and then you heat it up again.
Fries aren't.
It's still
juicy.
Good. It's still good, but it doesn't have that same feeling to it, and also it doesn't have that same oomph to it, specifically with standard cut fries. So just for that, I'd say they're definitely not at the top of the list, but they're definitely not the bottom. So since we don't have anywhere to sort that, I'm gonna just like write down standard cut fry.
And what is your favorite type of standard cut?
Like,
of course, no special addings or anything like that.
Favorite? Well, like what do you mean, kind of like type?
Just like restaurants standard cut. Which restaurant has your favorite standard cut without any special addings?
Yeah, I know. So I'd say standard cut fries. I'd say my personal favorite is Leatherby's.
Leatherby's. I've only gone there once.
Oh wow.
A very long time ago too.
Yeah. So standard cut, since we don't have anything to compare it to on the list yet, it's just on the list. But I'm making the list currently, so it's just on there. Next up is a waffle cut. That's the kind that Chick-fil-A and stuff uses. By the way, I just remembered this. We're not sponsored by any of these people. So
if you hear this, sponsor us.
Please. We would love sponsors. We're talking to all of yous out there.
Yes, just give us your money.
Give us your advertisements.
Not in that way.
Give us your advertisements.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. But to do that, we need more stuff. Anyways, but back to the subject. Waffle cut fries.
Waffle cut fries. You know, every time I've had a waffle cut fry, no matter what the place is, it's always just about exactly the same.
Yeah, it's very reliable.
It's never a loser, though.
It's never a loser. It's very reliable, I'd say. Waffle cut has a good standard reliability. Even
unlike the standard cut, it is much more you know what you're getting each time.
Yeah, you know what you're getting. And like even the frozen ones, like they do sell frozen ones in the air fryer. They taste extremely. They are great for reheating. I've noticed they can handle.
There's an art in making standard.
Yeah,
not the standard.
The waffle cut.
Waffle cut. My bad.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that they certainly have a lot of reliability when it comes to the reheatability and everything else. But besides that, I don't really know. Like, what else to say here, so I'm just gonna ramble on and talk about something. I'm just kidding. I think for sure that they are very reliable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're getting each time, like you said.
They go good with sauces.
They go good with sauces. But in terms of seasonings, though, I mean, like, seasonings work on them for sure. But, like, I haven't seen a lot of variety.
Stick as well.
They don't, yeah, seasonings don't stick as well, obviously. Because of the way the fry is made. Yeah, because it's made. But, like, even with, like, when you turn to pretzels, there's just salt sticks to it. But that's not the topic. Because it just doesn't stick as well with the seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's kind of a downside, but then again, it's not like the worst thing in the world. So I'd say, at least in my opinion, waffle cut takes someplace above standard cut.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think for that? Like above standard
I
cut?
agree. When we're just talking a standard fry, nothing added, I would say it does go above standard cut in most cases.
Yeah, above standard cut. So definitely better than standard cut, usually. Just because you know what you're getting, except it's much less, like, seasoning ability. Next up is crinkle cut.
Crinkle cut.
Which are most common. I mean, I don't know any restaurants off the top of my head at the moment, but...
Arby's has crinkle cut.
Oh, yeah, I forgot, yeah. And some Mexican restaurants do also have crinkle cut fries.
Crinkle cut is a very common...
It's a very common... it's a very common heated and
reheated fry.
Yes, it is very, very reliable for reheating, specifically. I mean, like, not all the time, but if you do it just right...
The ones
like
that
an air fryer
haven't been the best.
If you do it right in, like, an oven or an air fryer, it does work beautifully. Microwave, no. But ovens, if you do it just right, or with air fryer, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same thing. But, same
thing
as I just said. It can be pretty good if you do it just right. So it's kind of like a roll the dice with crinkle cut. If you do it wrong, then it is gonna crash and burn.
Mm-hmm. And it's really surprising to me that, I mean, obviously it doesn't work in the microwave, but usually when you cook something in the microwave versus an air fryer, the microwave is usually more watery and the air fryer is usually more crunchy and drained of the juices, which is not what you want with fries.
There are certain settings you can do to mitigate those effects, but it is a downside to using an air fryer. Even though it does taste as amazing, if you do the wrong setting, then you're just going to get charred paper, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm willing to bet, before we even move on, the question that's likely on, I'm not going to say everyone's mind, because that's going to be too generic, a few of your minds. What kind of fry do we prefer? Not like these cuts. Do we prefer super crunchy fries or soft fries? What do you prefer? Or does it, I mean, it obviously depends on the situation probably, but like, which one do you find yourself liking more?
Usually, I prefer a good, softer fry. Not, of course, McDonald's soft, although those are obviously
those
king of fries, but...
Yeah.
But I don't quite like the McDonald's soft. More like a steak fry kind of soft,
Yeah.
And would we be considering steak fries standard cut because they are?
No, steak fries are their own category.
Because they are kind of using the standard cut.
Yes, but they are definitely prepared differently. They're
different
created
frying
different frying methods, but that's not the one we're on right now.
Yes.
So currently we're still on crinkle cut. And but before that, we were also mentioning that you said you like softer fries.
This is virtually softer.
Yeah, I prefer that too. I prefer softer fries. Like crunchy. I'm fine with crunchy fries, but overall, I'm like, it's just easier to dip in sauce with a softer fry. I feel like.
And typically, crunchy fries are more oil.
They're closer to chips, I'd say.
Yeah, closer to chips. They're more oil and fats than they are the actual fry itself.
Yeah, like once your fry starts to turn chip, you start to turn British. And nothing against the British at all. They're pretty nice people. But it's turning British.
Mm-hmm.
And once it goes too far, then that fry is going to be paired with tea and it's going to be called a chip. So
I'm going to save you the work of editing because I was going to be mean for a second.
Thank you. I don't want to have
I wasn't going to be that mean, but...
To me?
No.
Oh, okay.
To the British. You might have to edit that. But...
No, I won't need to.
All right,
that.
but you know, they're still great people. You know.
Yeah,
Hey.
but on back to topic.
Mm-hmm.
Back to this topic.
Mm-hmm. Back to the topic.
Yeah. But yeah, that little thing that I realized that some people are probably thinking what kind of fry we prefer. It's definitely softer fries. So,
what would we call it? Comments or something like that?
probably like the Q&A.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll make an email that you
Mhm.
can just like email us to like your questions or your ideas, or I'll make like a subreddit or something. But
But,
right now, just tell us.
But in like whatever it's called in Spotify, like the comments and stuff, tell us your favorite kind of fries.
Actually, I'm gonna post something. So, but anywho, before we move on, tell us. But yeah, make sure you at the end of this episode, you scroll down and you vote on your favorite kind of fry, because I'll be hosting a poll. So tell us, please. Also, one thing I noticed is it doesn't let you back out of your answer. One person with the last poll answered something, and they texted me, and they couldn't change their answer. So make sure you don't.
Yeah, they texted.
They texted us our little. We have like group chat with our friends, and they can't change their answer. So watch yourself. Public safety announcement.
Be careful.
Yeah, public safety announcement. Be careful when selecting poll answers on Spotify, because they are permanent. Anywho, back to the crinkle cut fry. Fairly reliable, but it's also a very
my
roll
least
of the dice.
favorite of the fries.
Yeah, it's definitely like a roll of the die. It's like a very, if you get it right, good job. But
I would
it's
put
very
it
difficult.
below.
Definitely below. Probably at the bottom of the list for sure. Below standard cut, and just probably close to the bottom.
Yeah.
Up next is curly fries. Obviously, the most famous example is Arby's.
Arby's curly fries, and you can't have curly fries without the seasoning, like anywhere.
Yeah.
Although the seasoning is often adjusted per place, and it's always very nice because you know what you're getting, but at the same time, it gives you a little excitement.
Yeah. But one thing I noticed is reheating is
not that good, and
it's a nightmare sometimes.
And because of all the spices that they put
I'd
on,
sometimes
it doesn't go good with any sauces or like cheese or anything.
I'd say maybe at maybe barbecue sauce at like possibly.
Probably.
It could possibly go with barbecue sauce.
It could.
I'll have to test that eventually
because of the
because I can imagine the taste. I
and
can imagine
sauce
like the
and
taste receptors, just because like
maybe ketchup, because ketchup and barbecue sauce are the same thing. But I really don't know about this.
Yeah, I'm not an expert
on the edge of my couch when I'm talking about this.
Yeah, but curly fries, not very reheatable. And you can't use sauces, which, at least in one of my opinions, is one of the best parts about a fry, being the dipability.
But
that's a word now, dipability.
Yes.
It probably is, but it probably isn't. So dipability.
You know, and you know, it doesn't need the sauce either because of all the spice options.
Yeah, I know that.
But still, because of the lack of sauce, we'd probably have to give it a tier below what we were thinking of first.
Yeah, probably. So do you think it's like above standard cut or below? I'd say either barely below or on the same level.
I'd say on the same level because they both have pretty similar downsides and upsides.
But sadly, we'll do a tier list at the end of this episode. I had to clear my throat a little bit there. But we'll do a tier list at the very end.
Yes.
But before we do that, we'll do a ranking list. So would you say that... And for a ranking list, it's different than a tier list because there's only one per slot. So on the tier list, it'd be the same as standard cut. But for this, would you say it's below or above?
Below or above standard cut?
Yeah. I mean...
Below. Only because the reason...
Probably barely below.
If you go to a restaurant besides Arby's and they have the option of standard cut or curly fry, you would probably get the standard cut over the curly fry only because that's more original. It's a place that you'd probably get the standard cut above the curly fry, you know?
Yeah.
Say it's just be a more chosen option.
So like just below standard cut and above crinkle cut.
Yes.
Up next is, some people might not consider this a fry, some people might, so I just had to put it in the list anyways. The mini hash browns. Kind of like
that is not a fry.
I know it's not, but in a sense.
Wait, what kind of mini hash browns? Like tater tots, or like the McDonald's hash browns, or like sliced and diced?
The sliced and diced ones. Those are technically similar.
That is the furthest of the group of hash browns to be a hash brown.
Yeah, it's like
to be a fry. I mean,
no, I think it's closer to a fry. Possibly.
No, because the other hash browns are the potatoes that are cut and sliced, but then they're also fried.
But they're cooked in a very similar way. So, what makes a hash brown a hash brown? What makes a fry a fry?
Well, a fry is fried in oil. A hash brown, the diced and sliced hash browns are not fried at all. They're just cooked.
No, I've seen them fried before.
Sometimes, but then the hash browns like tater tots and the McDonald's hash browns.
Well, tater tots are their own thing.
Those are fries.
So tater tots are their own thing on this list.
But technically, they're hash browns.
So tater tots are a hash brown, or are they a fry, or are they both?
They're a hash brown.
So but they're also a fry.
You see, the closest to being a fry is probably the tater tot, only because it's smaller. It's bite size,
in like bulk, kind of.
It's bite size. You can order it in bulk, and it's fried. The cut up ones, they're sometimes fried, but they don't even taste the same. And then the big ones, just because of the shape, mostly they wouldn't be closer to fry.
Okay, so is there like a line that you have to cross for something to go from being a hash brown to a fry, or is there just kind of like a blurred mix, or there's like one item that's like once you're past this item,
it's the same as the line between what a fry is and what a potato chip is? Well, because they're basically the same thing, but they're not. Like a potato chip is a cut fried potato, and a fry is a cut fried potato. Just a fry is thick,
and they both have salt on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but hash browns usually don't have a lot of salt.
No salt at all unless you add it.
So I think one of the definitions for hash brown might be a fry without salt. So if you added salt,
a diced fry without salt, because even if it's fried in like the hash brown form, it still has the cut pieces of potato.
So theoretically, if you added salt, would that be considered a fry, or would that still be just a hash brown?
That would still be a hash brown because fries don't have bread. And hash browns.
True.
Fried.
But what about just the diced inside though? If you just had that inside part without the breading around it, and you just added salt, would that be a fry, or would that just be an imposter? Because that,
technically speaking, is there sound going on?
Yeah, it's still recording. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Sounds like there's like music around.
Oh, that's just people upstairs, I'm probably guessing.
Could be the guitars.
Yeah. Maybe.
If you didn't know, there's guitars in the background.
Yes.
When
when we start video podcasts, it'll look super cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Technically, if you were to classify a fry as a cut potato that is fried and salted, then the inside of a hash brown technically is a fry.
So if you did the hash brown right, so it's probably because is it the amount of ingredients involved, or is it the steps, or is it?
I think it's the steps that keep it separate.
The steps that keep it separate. So is it the more steps make a fry, or is it the less steps, or is it just how the steps?
I think it's the less steps and the less ingredients.
Okay.
Actually, no, the less steps.
Ingredients
vary.
Yeah, ingredients can vary. Okay. So,
but, I think it's less steps makes a fry.
Okay, so in this scenario, would you put those mini hash browns below crinkle cut or above curly fries, or what? Like
mini hash browns. What did you exactly? Oh,
the ones that are like the theoretical hash brown.
The theoretical hash brown. Well, for the sake of you and your tier lists, I will accept that it can be on this list. But I think it's the furthest from being a fry out of them all.
It's the furthest being a fry. If we don't want it to be on the list, we can say it's an honorary mention.
I think that kind of hash brown would be honorary mention, and more of a tater tot.
All right,
would it be accepted? I think.
So yeah, I guess the mini hash browns. Oh, what do you think? Sorry.
I think that, and we're varying this off of below or above standard cut, right?
Well, not exactly. I mean, like, I'm just saying that. I was saying that earlier because the list is being built as we go. We don't have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's being built as what's better than the other.
I think
that's much easier to do.
There's probably some argument over this, but typically I believe the tater tot tastes a little bit better than a fry. But
well, like
it always depends. Like
depending on the fry.
A
obviously.
Taco Time.
Tater tot.
Tater tot.
Those, I love those. Yeah,
those are better than several fries. But I'm gonna put it below standard cut. Actually.
Below standard cut. That's pretty dang reasonable. Like above curly fries or below?
Below.
Below curly fries and then above crinkle cut. I'm assuming.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we're doing that for tater tots, right? So tater tots are above crinkle cut. All right. Up next is steak fries.
Steak fries. Oh.
Steak fries.
Steak fries are one of the best types of fries.
Yes,
because
I agree with you.
It's like an extra oiled, extra seasoned standard cut that's just thicker.
Yeah.
And it actually goes with more things, surprisingly.
Yeah, I've noticed that you can put practically any kind of sauce on a steak fry.
You can put any type of sauce,
any kind of seasoning too.
Any type of seasoning. Like even butter could go on them. And that's kind of weird to say, but
it's weird. It sounds weird to like hear, but it also sounds like it'd be interesting to try. Additionally, I've noticed that when you reheat steak fries like in like an air fryer, they actually maintain a lot of their original taste.
They
obviously not the
very
exact
good.
same, but they do keep it a lot.
I think the thing about steak fries versus standard cut is steak fries are more juicy, like warm juicy.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like
actually.
a humid, like if not quite like a Arizona
it's
kind of heat, but like a Florida kind of heat.
Yeah,
just like it's more humid. It's got more water.
It's not the heat; it's the humidity.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely a lot of that too. I love all the variability of everything. It's very versatile, very well rounded when it comes to just uniting seasonings and sauces and stuff. I think, in my opinion, this should be probably closer to the top of the list.
I would put it above standard cut and above curly fries.
And above waffle cut? Waffle cut's at the top currently.
And above waffle cut. Steak fries deserve to be the number one. I mean, Red Robin steak fries.
Absolutely.
And then they go with the garlic and the what's the cheese that they put on it? Parmesan.
Yeah.
Wait, Parmesan?
It might be Parmesan. I cannot remember.
Parmesan's Italian. If Parmesan's... Yeah, Parmesan.
Okay,
sometimes I get Parmesan mixed up with provolone.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I was worried
that's reasonable.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable...
Not because of flavor, but just because of the piece.
The name, and probably like the names.
But the Parmesan and garlic on a steak fry, that's kind of just random, and it tasted amazing. It's the best. And I actually had the garlic fry with the cheese on top dipped into the Red Robin's special fry sauce stuff, and it still tasted amazing. It kept its flavor, and it basically was like I got the fry, I put the garlic stuff on it, and I put the fry sauce on it, and I got to experience the fry with the garlic sauce alone and the fry with the fry sauce alone, but together in my mouth. It was beautiful.
Nice. So, pretty dang good.
Pretty dang good.
All right. Up next is sweet potato fries.
I hate sweet potatoes.
I'm willing to bet you just made a couple people angry. It doesn't matter though. No one's probably like so angry about it, but I don't really care.
I think I've become more okay with sweet potatoes over a while, but sweet potato fries are okay, I guess.
Yeah, I've noticed they're not really reheatable. It's like a one-time thing usually. I mean, if you can reheat them, that's good for you, but I've just noticed I can't. Sorry, I'm not perfect. I'm not Gordon Ramsay.
I eat the sweet potato fry, and I don't like the flavor, but I get everything that would make it incredibly good. It's fried very well, almost like a steak fry, but not quite. It's a little more mushy than an ordinary fry. Ordinary fries have a bit more space in between them, a little more air, whereas sweet potato fry is more pasty.
I could absolutely see what you mean.
Sweet potatoes are often a little more pasty than ordinary potatoes.
Yeah, so sweet potato fries, are we putting under crinkle cut or
No,
above crinkle cut?
I would rather eat crinkle cut than sweet potato fries, but
rather eat it?
logically speaking, this is probably very confusing, but I would put it above crinkle cut, but not above curly fries.
Okay, so it's below tater tots and above crinkle
Wait.
cut. Tater tots are above crinkle
Yes, and I'm not saying this because it sucks, even though in my opinion it does, but I am putting it below them because everything else obviously is so much better.
Yeah. Alright, the next one is, and I mean, this is technically a category of fries, but additionally, I guess it's its own thing. It'd be cheese fries.
So we're
Because that's an extra ingredient.
now we're
it's getting
entering
closer to a salad.
the territory of fries with addings.
Yeah.
And
I'd say it's closer to a salad. I mean, considering you have a vegetable.
Oh yeah.
And you have
yeah. The cheese fry, and then you also get the tomato. If you have the ketchup.
Yeah, if you do it in a certain thing, you have vegetable with sauce of some sort over it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a dressing and covers the entire thing usually, and can have added things such as ketchup or in this case tomato. I'm not saying it is a healthy.
Potatoes are not healthy, but
I'm not saying it's a healthy salad, but I'm saying it's entering salad territory.
It is in
It's
salad
at the gates.
territory.
It's entering the gates.
Mm-hmm. But let's rear away from that joke.
Yeah, it's rear away from the salad territory.
And think
Yeah.
more about, and once we get into the territory of the cheese fry, we have to go to the Red Robin's fry, and we have to go to
Leatherby's and all that.
Leatherby's fries.
Oh, hi guys. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, yes, this is a
Jack,
guest. Yes,
or
this is Jack.
Dishonorary guest.
No, this is just someone that was going to be joining us, but they showed up late. So you'll be able to pick up on the conversation as it goes along. But yeah, this is Jack.
Yeah, something about fries, right?
Yeah, it's about fries.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you just listen to the rest of the episode when it's done. But anyways, next up on the list, with all three of us now, is the garlic fries.
Garlic fries. Oh, I love garlic fries. Like Red Robin garlic fries?
No.
Of course, without the cheese, but
No, different. Because Red Robin fries are steak cut. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Garlic. There.
like, are they fried in garlic?
Any cut of fries sprinkled with sautéed minced garlic and chopped parsley.
Okay, what
I would-
cut is it?
Honestly, prefer.
It's along the lines of standard cut. It's in the standard cut
Okay.
area. So it's essentially seasoned standard cut.
Okay, I would actually prefer probably normal fries,
Like regular
with just
cut,
like
yeah.
fry sauce or like ketchup or something.
Yeah.
than
Oh yeah.
garlic fries.
Fry sauce. Yeah. Fry sauce. Just kidding.
Fun fact: that's like an only Utah thing.
Actually, fun fact: they have it in other states.
Red
Washington,
Robin.
I believe, has it.
Yeah, but like
It's not the same.
I never heard of it before
I
I
know.
moved
It's
here.
not. It's not the same.
We're Utah, so
I actually don't. I actually think garlic fries are just along the lines of seasoned standard cut, so probably not on this list, but an honorary mention.
Honorary mention. They are tasty.
Because
I'd
they're
say-
getting closer to like the more steps.
Are we doing like a tier list or like?
Well, we're building it as we go.
We're just mentioning our thoughts on them. Then we're going to rank them. Then we're going to tier
Yeah, we're
list.
putting it based on like
Got it.
which is better than the other, because this one's one per slot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't think garlic fries should be on the list
They're
because
not-
just because they're standard cut. It's just
Mhm.
standard
They're just
cut.
normal.
Honorary
but with-
mention. That would be like add-ons, like the cheese.
It's like extra
except
seasoned.
yeah.
normal
It's
fries.
not enough of the add-on. It's too small to count. You know.
That is true.
Yeah. All right. I might be surprised if you've heard about this one. What about the wedge cut fry?
I
Wedge
have heard of
cut,
that.
I've heard of that one. I just don't know what it looks
Don't our
like.
schools do that one? I feel like our school
here,
cafeterias
let me-
usually do that.
Here's an
Right.
image. You guys can see, but there's
Oh,
the
my
image.
mom
It's
makes
the website.
those.
That was probably
Which-
extremely.
Which one?
The very
My mom
right
makes
there.
those. Those ones right there.
Potato wedges?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those. I love those.
They're good if they're well seasoned. If
Well
they're not,
seasoned.
it's just like
if
a
they're,
normal potato.
there's these Walmart ones that we buy in a box where there's like 6 of them. They're huge. They're like that big, but they're covered in bacon and cheese. It's
That's something.
Yes, but in
It's
this
amazing.
scenario, the theoretical
My
hash
mom-
brown would say.
My mom, we just get them from our garden. We just get potatoes and we just cut them in wedges and then
we should have potatoes in our garden.
organic fries, guys. Thumbs up.
We do not condone any of his actions.
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy who has different opinions in both of them. Just so you know.
Well,
We
we
have
have
different
different opinions.
It's the 3 different opinions.
Yeah, it's
Yes, it is.
yeah, but
I
Use-
Okay.
But wedges, I do like wedges a lot.
I do. They're horrible
Although-
for dipping. Though.
I was about to say dipability. It gets a 0.
It's not the best, yeah.
Dipability.
I think
sucks.
it can
But
go
if
with
they're
ketchup,
well
but only a
salt,
little
if
bit.
they're well salted and seasoned, then they don't need to be dipped.
Mhm.
Yes, but even then, dip is one of the most crucial parts of a fry.
I just
Obviously,
I
it's
like the
like-
texture when I bite into it because
Yeah.
it's softer in areas, but it's crispy soft.
Oh,
you know?
it's so good
And
though.
then the skin.
And then it's like the potato texture in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Not that
I
normal
definitely
fries
feel
don't
like with the dipability is a minus, and it'd probably move it down a notch or two.
Yeah.
Just because, like, despite all
It's
these
down
other
a
things,
notch, just one.
so
just one. Yeah, probably.
yeah, just one. So
So-
would you say it's better or worse than standard cut?
It's better than standard.
It's
cut,
better than standard.
All right, then is it better than waffle cut or is it worse than waffle
Oh,
cut?
worse than
but
waffle
worse
cut.
than waffle
Okay,
cut.
so
only because of the
dippability.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because dipability
I
is
feel
not.
like waffle cut goes the best with most sauces.
It goes with a lot of sauces, but
That is true.
not as much as steak. Though.
I don't have waffle cut that often actually.
You don't have what?
I usually
Waffle
just
cut.
have potato wedges because we
Huh.
get it from our garden.
Anywho,
We're organic.
that
Mm.
doesn't
Friggin'
matter. I'm just kidding. Next.
Oh, also, we're trying to keep this family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah. Up
I'm a
next-
Mormon boy.
Anywho, up next, we have the shoestring or the matchstick cut. They're sliced very thinly using a mandolin or a julienne cutter and fried extra crisp.
Oh, I
Those.
have those with breakfast all the time. You just put ketchup on it
Shoestring
and
They're,
Tabasco
they're
sauce.
like really they're typically very
They're
thin
basically hash
and
browns.
small.
hash
They're
browns.
all
yeah.
they're closer to fry territory than hash browns.
You
are.
should
That
have
is
just, you should have
true.
just said that when you.
It's like
typed
fries
in
and hash browns got in a serious relationship. And
It's
had to be
like
done
longer hash browns.
It's-
a little
a
bit.
little bit.
Yeah, sounds about right.
yeah, basically, right? It's pretty much a
Kinda,
hash. It's
kinda.
pretty much a hash brown, kind
It's
of
all
in a
medieval.
sense. It's closer to fry though. Definitely closer to fry than tater tots were.
Tater tots, what? Oh,
Those
yeah.
are on the list. But
My
those
bad.
those are. Don't worry. So, what are you, Dylan? What are you doing?
I'm saying, listen to my podcast, or I will. I know it's with 2 L's, but or I will.
Technical
step on you.
difficulties. He's just texting.
Listen
in the middle of recording.
To our podcast, or
If-
I will step on you.
Wait, if they're not,
If they're not
hear this,
listening,
then
then
they're
can't.
listening to the podcast.
And if you've made it this far in the episode, great job at tolerating these 3 idiots. That
well,
are,
I just joined, so
Yeah, you
they've
just
got
joined.
still a while to go
yeah,
for me.
I'm 2 of those idiots. I'm just kidding.
I'm the smart one in the group.
That's fine.
I am in 10th grade, so
No, you're not.
my name's Jaxon.
Totally. Yeah, you're totally Jackson.
He
In
agrees.
in which case I'm Dylan and I'm an absolute moron.
Explains a lot.
That was
Anywho.
much louder and more violent than I expected.
Yeah,
this
he
to
hit
be.
me with a pillow. But where would we put matchstick cut? Would we put it below crinkle cut just because it's
Yeah, below crinkle cut.
below crinkle cut? Okay, below crinkle cut.
Okay.
Anything is better than. Well, no. Crinkle cut you can at least hold with your hands.
Curly fries.
We already had that. We already
Okay.
mentioned it. It's already been put on the list.
I'm not original, you guys.
Set in
Don't
stone.
talk to them.
You don't reserve the right to talk to them.
They're too good to talk to you. We don't even know them.
They don't even talk to me.
We're just
I'm
kidding.
so lost
We're
right
just
now.
kidding. Okay. I'm lost too. But anyways, as a continuation, I think that was all the fries I had to get to. But if we had to classify all of them,
Oh yeah.
classify.
Class of fry.
Yeah. So
I
far,
said that first.
Yeah,
I think a
beautiful.
piece of my soul just died.
I don't care.
It was an accident that became beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, I get that.
It was a
As
beautiful
well as the
accident.
theoretical hash brown.
It was a beautiful accident, like Jack.
Come on, son. Really, man?
Okay.
Everyone hates me.
Everyone does hate you.
Anywho.
I'm just kidding, Jack.
Alright.
We just don't love you.
The orphanage loves me.
No, they don't.
Oh,
That's why they didn't accept you.
I'm just kidding. Okay. We do not condone any actions.
I condone Jack.
No.
How does that
Let's
make
get it.
sense?
That mean no.
Does that mean
Anywho.
you let me?
I condone your every being.
Okay.
I'm so lost.
Enough with this stuff. We are back to the theoretical hash brown.
Yes. And
Yes, and the finishing discussion. I mean, it's not really done yet because there is one more thing that I'm going to bring up by the end of this. But anywho, what are you two whispering about? Shut up! I don't care if you're taking a
Ballistol.
drink. No.
It's an amazing
My
product.
5th grade crush.
Okay.
Jack's 5th grade crush.
Anywho,
was Maggie.
the official list of the fries.
We didn't even finish the fries.
Yeah, we did. We got to the very
Yeah,
end of
the hash
my
browns.
the end of my current list. So hash browns, we ended up deciding our different category of fry.
Wasn't the wannabe hash browns?
That was a
Nice
tater tot.
stick.
Wannabe.
Tater tot, except it counted as a fry technically. It was in the list. It was in the
I'm
list.
so lost
The
right
only reason, in my opinion, it doesn't count like a fry is because it got breading on its frying. So.
But
Valid.
anyways,
Okay.
I personally think it barely fits the list as a fry. Like, kind of. And if you added because it has the salt on it already for a tater tot.
If
so
you're
it's in fry
allowed to
territory.
put bread on fries, then fry it. Then sure, but
I feel like
I
we're
don't
already
think
copyrighted.
that. I don't think that defines a fry.
Maybe. But alright, so here is the official list. At the very top of the list, we have steak fries.
Makes sense. Yes.
Right.
Red Robin.
Yep.
Ow.
We already mentioned that. Yep. Directly below them, we have waffle cut.
Mm-hmm.
Below that is the wedge cut fry.
Mm-hmm.
Below that is standard cut. Then curly fries. Then
Curly fries are above standard cut, in
No.
my opinion.
we put in your opinion.
We put curly fries under standard cut
In the end, it was-
only because standard
they
cut
were
goes
equal.
with more things.
Yeah, they were.
I'm confused though. Then why does Arby's standard cut cost less than Arby's curly fries?
That doesn't
Because
matter.
Arby's curly fries are better. Also,
because
Arby's
they can
doesn't
put
serve
they can
standard
put
cut.
a trademark on it. They can put a trademark and it can cost more.
They
And
also don't
valid.
serve
That makes
standard
sense.
Anywho,
cut. They serve
alright.
the wavy one.
Okay, sure. So steak fries, waffle cut, wedge cut, standard cut, curly fries, tater tots, sweet potato fries, crinkle cut, and then matchstick cut.
Crinkle cut should be above that.
Now crinkle cut.
I hate crinkle cut. It's the worst.
That is
It's the worst.
They have to be well seasoned and well baked, or else they suck.
And they're never well
Absolutely.
baked, and they're never well seasoned.
Yeah, it's very
Valid.
difficult and it's a roll of the dice. It's never like a guarantee.
It's a standard
But we-
cut fry that tastes bad,
It's a hit or a miss.
Yeah, exactly.
and usually it's a miss.
Most time it is a miss.
Yeah.
So, in the end,
Usually it's
best
a pass.
according to us experts, because we're absolutely experts, the top two fries are steak fries
Smash.
and waffle cut
And
fries.
smash.
I'm just fine with that.
Okay.
But there's a little bit more. What were you gonna
Whoa.
say?
Plot twist. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Okay.
The twist is there is no twist.
The twist is that there is a
What?
twist in the twists.
What if there was? A
Look at the
twisted
headphones.
fry?
Look at the wired headphones that some of you are possibly wearing. Are they knotted? Fix that. I'll give you 20 seconds. I lied. You have that many seconds.
Dang, that's not even.
That's
seconds.
mean.
I know
That's like
that's
half a
mean.
second.
I'm just kidding.
He's sticking
I'll give
lying.
you a moment. I'll give you a moment.
So Dylan, how's your wife?
How dare you say that to him? How dare you? How
What?
dare- If you aren't done untangling your headphones by now, I'm sorry, but you seriously need wireless. Not to insult you, but like, you either have like the most tangled headphones in history. They whispered something, or you are just a slow untangler. So
Just to let you
fix
know,
that.
all the thing Dylan said was just that his wife was hot. That's all he said.
You both ruined it.
No.
You
Anywho,
both completely ruined it.
Hot is
Anywho.
okay.
anywho, just quiet.
Like I could totally say chicks are hot and not be in trouble.
But it was supposed to be the silence, and then
I didn't ruin anything. Okay, let's just keep on going.
Okay. Hopefully your headphones aren't tangled by now. I gave you extra time.
Yeah.
You're done by now.
If it's not, then you have serious issues.
Yeah. Anyways, what we were saying before is, since we just finished the fries, everything about the fries, there's one other thing that I would like to bring up. In the last episode, there was a vote that I put at the bottom of the episode that asked the question, are hot dogs sandwiches? Let me pull up the results of the vote. And I know...
This is very controversial.
Yeah, that's why
They're not a sandwich.
That's why I'm holding up the results.
If you think, never mind.
It would probably be open-faced.
I was going to get really upset and really loud.
Hot dogs
votes.
are open-faced.
And I keep in mind that someone texted me and said that they accidentally clicked the wrong thing. We already talked about that earlier.
So that vote.
The votes are exactly 50-50. 50% of people say absolutely not. 50% of people say yeah, it is. So we are going to address this today.
And you know
they're
how
open-faced.
Okay, shut up.
Wait.
You're talking one at a time. Who is advocating for it being a sandwich?
Me.
So Jack is advocating for it.
Here's the thing, okay? They're open-faced sandwiches, really? Right? It's just bread.
Except
Okay.
it's not open faced because
No.
it folds.
It's a piece of bread, right? With a slab of meat on top, and then you, roll it 50%. Done. As
Okay.
that. That's simple.
Okay, but if
Then it
that,
would be a
if that's
cannoli.
that
It's
is
not a cannoli.
no, but then it's a taco. Then it's a taco. Because think about it.
It's not a taco. Tacos use tortillas.
Tacos.
We're using bread
But
here.
tortillas have...
We're American, Jackson.
We can't mix Mexican and German food.
Okay.
That's probably
It's against
not
the
even hot
rules.
dogs.
Hot dogs also are
We
German.
adopted it. Hot dogs are foster American foods.
You just probably got people mad, but luckily this is currently just in America. But when it's...
So,
Okay,
so the vote said 50% of people said that it is, and 50% of people said that it isn't.
Yeah.
And Thanos snapped away the 50%
But which
that
50%?
said it is a sandwich. That's
I'm dead.
because you deserve to be snapped.
Did you just tell 50% of the population you deserve to die?
Yes. Well, technically they're not dead. Their
Team bad guy.
physical forms were sent away.
No. It's like Rocket. They're kind of dead, but we gotta save the people that are not super dead, like you said in Endgame. So yeah, I got you.
So I guess there's one that's relying on not a sandwich, and there's one that is. And I'm saying it depends, because think about this. A plain just hot dog and bun is not a sandwich at all. Just if you have the sausage and the hot dog bun, that is not a sandwich. But the more things you add to it, the closer it becomes to a sandwich.
That makes sense.
When you start putting more ingredients into it, the more steps you add, I feel like once you pass one condiment, it starts to get closer and closer to sandwich. I'm fine if you add ketchup.
I
and
feel
mustard.
like
But once you
if
add
you pass
relish
something-
and onions and ketchup and mustard or whatever, if you're one of those
if
people,
you pass
that is a
something
sandwich.
if you put on something that isn't just a condiment, it officially becomes a sandwich.
Yeah, because the more steps you add,
But it really depends on the form of the bread.
That's
Is
why-
a cheeseburger a sandwich? Yes.
No.
we'll talk.
yes,
We'll
it
talk
is.
about this later.
No, but
Okay.
a cheeseburger's not a sandwich.
Next
because,
subject, Dylan. Back to subject.
Because, well, the patty, of course, but because of the bread. It's not like a loaf of bread. It's specially made for the burger.
Okay.
And
That's
a
true.
hot dog bun is the same kind of bread.
Okay, but what
But
if you
in a
grab an
different
entire
form.
loaf, right? Cut it in half and put meat in make a sub.
Okay,
Is a sub a sandwich?
Hold on.
Yes, a sub
Wait.
is a sandwich.
That's
So-
literally what they're called, Subway sandwiches. But
I know,
anywho,
but like
hold on.
he just
Listen to this. I'm thinking there is a step, there's a limit of the amount of steps you can do before it becomes a sandwich. Like, if you have a hot dog, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's just the sausage and bread. That is not a sandwich.
True that.
But when you add one condiment, it's still a hot dog.
Okay.
Mayo.
I like mayo with everything.
If you just add one condiment, then it's not a sandwich yet. If you add two condiments, not a sandwich yet, but it's closer. Once you add something like relish and onions,
If you add something
That-
that's not a condiment, it's officially a sandwich.
that is
Like,
when it officially becomes a sandwich, because there's
like
more than one
pickles or
ingredient in between the bread. That is when I'd say that's when it classifies as a
Okay,
sandwich.
but what about
There's
a peanut butter sandwich?
Food is a funny thing.
Actually, no.
Even
To make it a sandwich, you have to add something that's not a condiment and a condiment.
We need to look up the definition of sandwich.
food is different in ways. Like if we were to classify one type of pillow with a different type of cushion, that's not the same as classifying food together.
Well, yeah.
Food depends not only on flavor or order of being made or ingredients, it also depends on its physical form. If its physical form is altered, it's not the same.
Okay, technically speaking, though, we eat pizza from the inside out.
Yeah, I know. I've already told you that one.
You never told me that.
I did. I told you that.
I knew
Well,
that
everyone
before
already
too.
knew that before.
Yeah, everyone
so.
knew that.
Yeah, but like, let's talk about that.
There's no need to talk
So
about it.
we already know it. We don't need to talk about it.
Okay. Now, back to the subject, fries.
No. We already did the fry part. Now we're talking about the thing I put at the bottom where I asked people if the hot dogs are sandwich. And I guess we're saying under certain circumstances, because the thing is the amount of steps it takes. Because if once you add too much stuff, it becomes a sandwich essentially. Because it gets
Team Jack, everyone. Team Jack.
Shut up.
Everyone blame Jack.
Isn't that copyrighted? Okay, never mind.
No.
So
everyone. No.
How long
one's
has this
blaming
episode been?
We're around 15 minutes. 50 minutes of recording, I'd say.
More like 3 hours of editing behind the scenes.
No. Actually, shockingly, not even close to that. But,
Oh.
Anywho, we're still not done with this. We're not avoiding this topic.
Okay.
We're gonna end, we're not gonna end yet, but this episode will be ending with a definitive answer if a hot dog is a sandwich, because we are the experts and you cannot deny us that. So,
This is like saying a toolbox is a garbage can.
I mean, it can be.
It can
depending
double
on...
as a garbage can, but it is not a garbage can, and they are two
Why would
totally
it be a
separate
garbage
things.
can?
No.
I need to hear this point. Why would it be a garbage can?
A toolbox?
I mean,
wouldn't
if
be a
it's
garbage
been
can
used.
as the same as a hot dog wouldn't be a sandwich.
But it can be. When you add too many things into it, it has too
If you
much.
fill
Because a
a
sandwich,
toolbox-
if you think of a
toolbox.
sandwich...
If you fill a toolbox with trash and say that's what
It
you
would
put the
become
trash,
a garbage box.
it would become a garbage box, not a garbage can. Also, you wouldn't call it the garbage can. Anyone looking at it would go, "Why are you putting your garbage in that?" You'd say, "It's my garbage can." The person would go, "That's not a garbage can. You're just putting garbage in. It's not a garbage can."
Anywho, but there is one thing that I say that for my personal rule of if you add like a condiment and something that's not a condiment, it becomes a sandwich. There's one thing where even if you just add one, it becomes a sandwich instantly. If you add cheese to it, because now it is bread, cheese, and meat.
That is true.
Bread, cheese, and meat can make a cheeseburger as well.
Yes.
Which is not technically a sandwich.
I feel
It's
like it would
meat,
be.
cheese,
What is
cheese,
your reason
bread.
for it not being a sandwich?
Yeah, why?
The
How is it
reason
not a
for
sandwich?
it not being a
And
sandwich?
no, it's not how the bread is different. Don't
It's
say
not how the
that.
bread is
It's
different.
not. Okay.
Actually,
Because the sub bread is different.
Actually, no, wait, I
but
just
subs
realized-
are sandwiches.
I just realized, but the bread is prepared differently. For a sandwich, the bread is just straight from the thing.
Also, the meat, the way the meat is prepared, the way
But-
the meat is
but-
processed, is
but
totally
there's
different.
but you can use turkey, ham.
You can have a
Also,
turkey burger.
Any kind of meat can
a
be used in a
sandwich typically requires flat sliced pieces of meat. A burger is nowhere near that.
I use rolls as sandwich buns all the time.
Rolls are sandwich
No,
buns?
no, he's
I'm
saying
talking
for the meat
The meat.
inside of it. But
Oh.
theoretically, it's possible. If anything, it'd be
Here.
closer to a
Let's figure out what Google says.
what is
I'm sure Google's on your guys' side. It's all
like yeah.
But what is the definition of a sandwich?
Also, okay.
Wait,
I have an idea. for
wait,
those
Wait,
things.
no.
An item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal, a ham sandwich. Okay,
So that technically fits our
that
description.
said two pieces of bread. A hot dog bun is one piece of
Actually,
bread.
it can be
cut in half.
two. No,
It
It's
could be two.
one piece of bread cut in half.
Then it would be what's an open face sandwich?
An open-faced sandwich is a different country.
Then it's a
trying
bread
to make
bowl.
Sandwiches.
Come sit down on the couch.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
sit
like
down.
So then, but that makes it a bread bowl then, because a bread bowl is just one piece of bread, but it's been
bread bowl
opened.
needs soup.
The way you
Soup.
enunciate.
Okay. But like but theoretically though, that could be a bread bowl because some people, not me, but some people eat bread bowls on their own, which is not a good idea.
That's wow.
But people have done that. I've seen it.
You know
I've
what?
done that before.
You could put
I guess that's true.
a little
We've all
bit
tried
of butter in the bread bowl, and then melt the butter inside the bread
Does
bowl.
that make it a sandwich?
And then no.
No, why would that make
I'm just
that a
kidding.
sandwich?
Remember, food depends on the physical form.
I know. So if you
That's
fill the bread bowl with
racist.
meat and took a
Okay.
bite out of it, does that make it a burger?
No.
Because
That makes it a
no, because-
bread bowl.
no, but it's not being used to hold liquid, so it's no longer technically like a bowl. So
Well, then it's misuse usage of food.
yeah, but But you can't really misuse.
It's
You're
like
like
using
using
a
food.
toolbox as a garbage can. It's
You're
not
abusing
supposed to be
food.
that way. Yeah, abusing food.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
But
Dylan, you're host right now, right?
No, I'm host.
Oh, Jaxon.
so it used to be that we would take turns being hosts, but then
But we're
Jackson
Actually, I gave him that idea.
let
so
narcissism take him over, and he's
I gave him that
permanent
idea.
host.
I'm the greatest person alive.
I gave
Yesterday,
him that idea.
I mean, last time I
That's
said I
cool.
was the greatest person alive.
Yeah, we're all every single time one person will be allowed to say they're the greatest person alive for no reason whatsoever.
Could I be host next time?
No, Jackson's permanently host as his narcissism,
Well,
as
one
stated.
second. Okay.
I'll explain it to him afterwards. He doesn't understand the premise of this.
Later.
He doesn't understand the premise.
Later.
I'll give him.
It's his podcast as well.
Anywho, continuing on what we were saying with the whole bread bowl, sandwich, burger, whatever the heck, hot dog.
It's abusing food. You can't call it that because it's an abuse
guys,
of
I think this
power.
episode just turned into bread.
No,
Silence.
no, it's about how the hot dog.
It's an abusive amount of power. You can't abuse the power that way.
Is it the gluten that makes it?
I'm so lost.
Gluten does
What does
not
gluten
make-
have to do with it?
Gluten does not make bread.
It does not.
Gluten.
You can have gluten-free bread. And
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah,
bread.
I know.
And
That
it's
is
still bread.
still bread.
But what is?
But
gluten?
we're
No one knows.
talking.
Actually, my
Not
aunt
only
does. She's allergic.
we're focusing a bit on the bread right now, but we're not only matters of the bread.
The
it
main
also
thing
matters
is
also
what-
the meat.
the meat.
Yeah, that's probably the most.
I could have a
important
beef sandwich.
Also,
Isn't that
would you
it's
consider
Wait a minute.
a hot dog with cheese stuffed inside of it a sandwich?
If
no,
you held
that's
it
a hot
sideways.
dog.
Wait, I just thought of something. If you close the top of the hot dog, does that make it a burrito?
No, because
Not all burritos use tortillas. Not
Also,
all burritos
both
use
ends are
tortillas.
open.
Yeah, so it's a very poorly folded burrito.
A burrito has to require either bean or ground beef.
Or it has to be made by Taco Bell. Okay. I do admit,
We
I
are
go to
strict-
Taco Bell.
We are strict Taco Time representatives.
Not representatives.
Confession time. Confession time. I go to Taco Bell sober. My bad.
You're always.
Confession time. You should be just regretting the fact that you went to Taco Bell.
okay,
You live right next to a Taco Time.
we will save this debate for a future episode.
Later.
Later.
Also, I have a debate I want to talk about.
Yeah, we'll mention that later. But anywho, we're back to the subject, which we keep avoiding.
Okay.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it is not. It doesn't. Okay, it's 2 pieces of bread. A hot dog is made of 1 piece of bread, and the shape matters. I'm gonna back up a bit. The shape matters.
I can say the
If
same
the
thing to you, Dylan.
What?
Dylan. I can say the same thing to you, Dylan.
Yes, because
The
I'm
shape
fat, that
matters.
does not make me skinny. Because he's skinny, that does not make him fat. Because a hot dog is a cylinder,
goodness.
does not make it a slice. It is.
I'm dying.
It is not a sandwich.
Clearly, this is so political.
It's a sandwich.
This is the most political.
I will chuck my phone in your face and grab your glasses off your face and crack them and then throw them on the ground.
We should look it up on Google. It's a hot dog or sandwich.
Yeah.
It is a hot dog sandwich.
Oh my goodness, my stomach hurts. I was laughing so hard.
Even language critics or even the language experts have issued a verdict. Merriam-Webster came down definitively on the side of no.
A hot. Say.
A hot
Is it?
dog is not a sandwich.
Really?
No. That's not what it says. He said no. You said something.
hesitated.
You said something along the lines of "That's not true. That's impossible." Do it
Okay,
again.
Definitely on the side of definitively.
Let me
on the
read it.
side
Give
of,
me the phone.
Yes, a hot dog is a sandwich.
Yes!
Silence! Because the definition of a sandwich is 2 or more slices of bread or a split roll having a filling and
He just threw his phone across the room because that
I'm
since this is the end of the episode. No, wait.
turn around.
No. Okay, hold on. That means that this episode. Make sure you guys follow for
Whose
more.
side were you on?
Follow for more.
He was on mine.
I was on his side. Anywho, follow for more.
For the first time
This is
in
fun.
forever.
But he just threw a pillow against the door. But stop throwing stuff. You're gonna ruin the microphone, please. Please do not
Buy
break
that
the
one?
mic. No, just shut up.
Okay, anyway.
Thank you for listening to our endless rant about food today. In the end, the best kind of fry on our list was steak fries.
Makes
for
sense.
sure, makes sense. And
You both should die.
this is gonna last for a while because Google was on our side.
Google isn't always right. Google is sometimes wrong.
But Merriam-Webster is an official
That's
dictionary.
the official dictionary
But
with
a
science.
different
Okay,
official dictionary could also say.
this is Webster, the dictionary writer. Anywho,
It's
the
about
same
a-
dictionary used to look up how to spell words, Dylan.
You know what? I don't care how much you have to edit.
No, please no, please no.
I was about to yell out the F word. I
Okay,
realized
please
the
don't.
parents were here, so.
Yeah, anywho. Thank you for
Dylan's a naughty boy.
thank you for listening to this episode of Dumb Individually, where we truly just showed the dumb parts of us today. We showed how stupid.
Yeah,
and
it's stupid to think a hot dog is a sandwich.
I'm
It is.
sorry,
Podcast out.
but
Never
no,
mind.
we can't say that.
Never mind. I take
A
that back.
cylinder does not.
We will continue this.
A sub
later.
cylinder.
You're both idiots.
We are all idiots.
You can.
It's literally
You
called
can
dumb
turn.
individually.
You can turn a hot dog into a sandwich if you use a piece of bread, a hot dog, and then a piece of bread on top of it. But the slot.
Would that be a diamond-shaped sandwich?
But then
Anyways,
a hoagie.
that'd be interesting.
A hoagie also
I guess we're not done.
is a more elongated and flattened version.
You've been proved wrong.
Of-
I
hot
can
dog
tell
bar.
we
Just
will be.
shut up.
I can tell we will be arguing long after this is edited. So thank you guys for listening to
I
this
will be
definitive
your
debate.
end.
In the end of this episode, at least due to the experts' standards, 2 out of 3 vote. Actually, no, 3 out of 4 because Google was on our side. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Just kidding. Because the winner of
We
this was that. Well, not just we win, but steak fries are the best fry. And according to, well, the only reason to split the tie is because people were already split half and half, and we had to be the experts on this.
Yeah, Dylan.
And in the end, decide that, according to all of this, hot dogs are indeed sandwiches. Thank you so much for listening. That's none of Dylan.
Here's my number.
Dylan, you
Call
don't
me
know
later.
How much second actually?
Pretty single.
Please don't do that. Make sure the safety's on. Like for real.
Oh, it's not on.
He has a salt gun.
He's about to shoot Jackson.
Dylan,
No, that's gonna hit me.
Dylan, don't do that.
We're going to edit this out probably. Right? Maybe.
Maybe, I don't really know. Maybe I'll just be lazy. But thank you for listening, and following, and probably arguing with us, or against us, or for us.
We have burned a lot of bridges today.
We have burned several bridges, absolutely, to the ground. And I will build them with stone.
Whoa, what?
And I will throw those stones.
I will turn the two of you into bridges and then burn you. I will light you on fire.
Okay, thank you for listening to our argument, just barely. Have a good day.
I'm gonna put a drill in your skull.
Thank you for listening. I'm rambling.
See you
Adios. No. You do not steal the outro.
Adios, muchachos.
No!
Adios, muchachos.
No.
That's the best one.
No.
Christmas story. Okay, anyway, bye.
Oh my goodness, it is my outro.
Oh,
It is mine. I do the outro.
We're gonna edit this out, probably.
No, we are not editing this out.
No editing.
No editing. You must be blamed for everything. Everyone,
Crap!
blame Jack. Blame Jack. Blame him.
Jack is the worst.
If you come to talk to me
My
about
mom
the...
said that to me yesterday.
Your mom's pretty smart.
No, but this is dumb individually, so we can't speak about it.
You know how your
Anyways.
dad called you an accident? He's a doctor.
He's not a doctor.
He's a nurse.
Okay, shut up. Anyways, this is gonna be an argument that lasts well after we're done. So we're just gonna probably end the
He's
episode.
medically trained.
Okay, shut up. We're gonna end the episode right here. Thanks for listening, guys. Remember who you are. Peace out. Bye.